It's not really issues. I think it's really trying to share ideas throughout Central America as to how we can collaborate with shipping routes, shipping ideas. One of the first forums that I'm a part of this afternoon, is the public-private partnership dialogue that I believe is very important for ports to have full dialogue with government, with private sector, public sector, and that's where Belize needs to move forward.
Is there anything specifically that you are hoping to take away from this forum?
Particularly for me, I think, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to be on the public-private partnership, is because specifically to Belize, I believe that the public-private, meaning private sector and government, should really become in proper dialogues to move the ports forward. In the past, the Port Authority used to run the ports. Now the ports in Belize are all private. That's a different thing. That's investment. That's a different mindset. That's a different business perspective. So therefore, I think it's important for government, who is no longer the people running the ports themselves. They run the authority. That government and private sector should have good dialogue. And I think I want to deliver a message where I think that it is important for government and private sector to dialogue when it comes to ports. Belize is lacking in many instances in bulk facility, in cruise docking facilities. And I believe that without that dialogue, Belize will perhaps not be where they want to be when it comes to port. The investments are too large for us not to be working together.
In terms of perhaps best practices that we've seen with other ports in the region, are you able to share with perhaps just things you've seen and things that we can adapt here in Belize?
Well, the environment is always one of the important things for ports, and safety, of course. Safety at sea, safety on land, the loading and offloading of ships. As you know, the stevedores are a very important part of this. The safety has to be priority number one. You will notice also that the Port of Belize, there's a commercial that you will see that we have just added these scales. The International Maritime Organization had insisted that a verified gross mass policy be implemented in each country. And the reason for that is that the International Monetary Organization had realized that there are overweight containers that are traveling throughout the world. I think they have had 4 or 5 major incidents where boats have actually sunk or even broken in half because the declared weight that is delivered with the cargo is not really the weight that the cargo actually has. So they had insisted that each country implement a verified gross mass where there's a certification made to say that that is in fact the weight. The Port of Belize had took the initiative on that, and we have installed 2 metal scales. That's really the part that we're playing, where we can now verify, certainly all computerized and everything, that is the proper weight, and that is what is being loaded onto the ship.